Hey, yo, guys, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back. And we've got Wanderjar back. Wanderjar, I featured him a couple times now lately. Sent me this replay. He's in his Progetto 46. He is here on Erlenberg. This is a defense on an assault mode in the north on the spawn and headed down here towards the south. I wanted to feature this one because he sent me the note and said, hey, it's an example of reading the mini-map. We'll take a look at that as we go. You can see that he goes right up the middle, and this is the real reason I wanted to show this, because he's actually going to do this a little bit differently than I do. I don't really ever go to this spot, and I don't like it. It is so exposed to people coming and poking around here and shooting at you. It's exposed to guys up here shooting at you. You know, you got the building here, which is nice, and then the artillery can get to you. There's only one. A 14-2, a Su-14-2, but it just feels like a really exposed spot that is incredibly situational for shots. But we're going to watch Wanderjar. He doesn't have a whole bunch of trouble with this spot, actually. Takes a couple hit shots into that guy. He's up to 261 damage. He's got one in there, but the Su-14 drops a shot. The guard bounces one and got really lucky there, actually. That could have been easily 400 hit points shaved off. So like I said, this middle spot is not my favorite. Of course, let's just... once again, let's soak in the Muppetry. That is the green team. Sometimes you sometimes you just have to make lemonade out of lemons. All right, just look at the deployment. It's a special kind of deployment yet again in World of Tanks. We've got a bunch of lights raging around, wheeled tanks going as fast as possible, a couple brave souls and mediums forward, and the rest of the team is sitting in the back. We're going to miss that shot right there. Kind of surprised he didn't take a hit from the guard, but he must have been busy elsewhere. Definitely exposed to that. There's the artillery coming in again. And the question is, what is the enemy team doing? Finally, their KV-3 is moving up. The guard is up there. We know, and of course, he is lit. It looks like he was lit, maybe. I can't tell if that says guard over there. Hey, Wargaming, can we let's just take a TV timeout and once again talk to Wargaming and their developers. Why in the actual flippity flappity does the why does the name of the tank not flip to the left side of the icon when it is on the right side of the map? How hard is that? Anyway, I don't get it. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. I said that a lot. I say it a lot. It's one of those things that, from a creature comfort standpoint, it's just a little coding. I'm sure it's not easy, and that obviously somebody has to get in there and nug it out, and maybe it cascades into some other things. It all depends on how the code is written, but come on. Anyway, we're hanging out in the middle right here. We've got a giant Muppet deployment. Finally, guys are moving up. The Ferdinand's kind of driving up the middle. He's got some... a medium tank and a light tank with them, although the medium tank's over here with Wanderjar. So we've got a Progetto and a Easy 8. And again, this is just a very exposed position to me. It's so easy for a heavy to come down this road, or anything really. But the KV-3 and the 45 TP are over there. The guard is a medium tank. He's up here. And the Scorpion G is a TD that is relatively, we'll get to that in a minute, relatively unlikely to come right up into the middle here and fight. So, from my reading the mini-map standpoint, plus there's three over there, on the left side, on the west side of the map. Very interesting deployment, actually. We count those as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 of the enemies seen. One's in artillery, that's 8. Interesting, very, very interesting. So let's just see. Looks like that was a Leo that was spotted. So while the guard has not been spotted, we know he's up there because he hit us. So we've taken all those little pieces of SA and we've built that. And right now we're fairly confident that there's probably not a whole lot going to come straight up the middle. And if they do, our Tier 8 Progetto with the Italian silly autoloader should be able to handle it. Nice job on the Leo. Poor guy has no chance. He's still tracked. Probably a bad crew or a new player, and down he goes. The strength of the Italian autoloader displayed exactly right there. He had 3 shots, fired them all, and then he didn't have a very long time to wait for another shot. It was not a case of I have to wait 30 seconds or 40 seconds to get my whole clip back. Takes it, and now he goes on. Now remember that decreases your DPM by doing a one-shot kind of guy. But in that case, where you had him tracked, perfect use and execution of that. Clip, wait, shoot, dead, and now we can go ahead, hang out, and get our clip reloaded. I mentioned this because Wanderjar is going to do a really nice job doing a couple things with the autoloader here. And when we get to them, I'll go ahead and talk to you about it, because there are some special cases and things you can do with an autoloader, especially with the Italian version, that you can't really do with the other kinds of autoloaders, the ones that take 40 seconds just to get your clip back and any kind of shot to go down range. Now, the EZ8 is being a little bit silly. He's kind of driving forward there and getting his rear kicked. Wanderjar, this is one of the only big mistakes I thought you made. I think you had a chance to get in there and get rid of the Scorpion G, and yeah, you may have taken a big hit out of it, but that guy would have been taken off the board. Remember I mentioned that earlier, folks, that probably the Scorpion G wouldn't come up the middle? Well, it's humans. It's World of Tanks. You never know what they're going to do, and you have to react to it. But it looks like you're just going to ignore him for a minute. Come over this way. The EZ8 is probably still trying to fight him, and he just died to him, right? Now, that's another reason why I said I might have gone over there. Man, once he fired, if you'd have been ready, between the two of you, you could have taken that guy down and taken him right off the board. Well, let's see what happens. People are shooting at you now. Looks like, I don't know what that was. I guess it was one of the guys over on the other side there. I think you're thinking maybe the Scorpion might try to get a little crazy and come at us. And you spend a little bit of time dicking around trying to turn this once ally, this former ally, now a shell of himself, into extra armor. Just kind of hang out here and, oh, missed that shot. Off he goes. And again, I don't think I'd be sitting here because the artillery's sort of been looking at you. Now that guy's down to 2. Man, I would be in there and take him down. Just push through and get him. Yes, you would expose yourself a little bit, but holy cow. Let's get this Scorpion and that big gun out off the board. So we ignore it and we come in here, we take a shot on the run. This guy's not really looking. Holy cow, that was nice. I might have shot that on the run. Looks like the 45 TP is trying to get a shot on you. And the problem, again, with leaving the Scorpion back there is more than likely he's not going to come behind you. Again, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. Right now, my assumption would be probably not going to come in behind me again because of all these guys up here. But I like what Wanderjar does here. He's going to use this rubble, but I thought you didn't use it quite enough. See how it sort of covers him up? I'd have been up against this building a lot more just to put a little bit more of that rubble between me and that Scorpion. And now we're trying to look at this KB3 and see what's going on. We've got the Ferdinand finally moved. Well, actually, he's been fighting him for a while right there. He's doing a little side scraping action. And what you want to do here is try to get this KB3 to fire or look the other way or do something to where you can pop out. So what I would do here is I would actually have my camera more like this, and I would certainly be checking 6. I don't think you're looking back nearly enough, because if that Scorpion shows up or anything shows up behind you, right now you're a known entity because the KV3's got your proxy lit. So people are going to be looking for shots on you, whether it's from up above or maybe over here in these trees or driving through the middle, wherever the case may be. So you have to have your head on a swivel, be looking all around when you know you're a lit kind of guy, because he's really got you pinned down. And unless you just come out there and accept a trade for one shot from him and one for you, it's not going to be very long anyway before somebody figures out a way to get in there and get shots on you. So the T-50-2 is moving around. That was actually pretty good. I don't know if you noticed him on the mini-map or you just barely kind of caught him because you were looking at the T-50-2, but pretty quickly you figure that guy's right there and boom, we get him without losing a shot. That was nice. Now we're going to wait for the reload, and now we can turn around and we've got a little bit more freedom of movement to dick around with this KB3. All right, he's fired. So we come out. Now, I don't know why you tried to track him. Maybe you thought you were going to go through the track and the hole. I think I would have gone straight for the hole because this dude is a 3-shot to you. You could have clipped him out right there. Unfortunately, you're going to have to take a shot. And now, you're going to have to tell me down in the comments. I don't know. You're going to do this again. And I thought it was actually not a bad idea because you weren't going to kill him. He was probably getting close to a reload. And had you put that third shot into him, he may have been convinced to come straight at you and get a shot off. You took 2, you backed up, you left 1, which leaves in his mind, oh crap, he still has 1. Looks like he wanted to come, and then I think he thinks better of it. He may have been lit by the and that is a stock gun T-29, by the way, which is why he's not too afraid of him. He may have lit that guy proxy or remembered that he was there, but that was a good one right there, because with this autoloader, that's one of those things that you can do. You can come out, take 2 shots, and you can back off with the 1 shot ready. You also reload the next shots faster, and you're going to get back to 3 faster, and there was really no reason to stand in because he'd already wasted the 1 shot on the track, and it may have influenced that KV3. So the ability to influence a local fight with this particular autoloader while managing your autoloading clip is very good. We're going to see another example of this in just a minute. So he's just looking for a chance to come out on the KV3. It's kind of surprised that he fires at the 30, and now we just come in and we carefully aim. We'll just shoot you right there. And it looks like he got the track. That was interesting. It looks like you got the track and the damage by being just a little bit further to the right of that 1 shot. That was interesting. So nicely done there. He's not going to reload in time. Down he goes. And this is not a done deal. So he's going to turtle up. He's going to go ahead and reload his autoloader, at least until he gets 1 shell before he moves. There we go. That guy shoots. We don't even have to wait for the second one. It's nice to have, but we'll just jump out there, take him down, and then we'll turtle up again. And we'll get ourselves back reloaded with the old auto loader. And our stock T29 is, I don't know what he's doing, just kind of driving around randomly. So if we look at the mini map, we've got 2 dudes over on this side, and we've got 3 or 4 over there. These are the isolated folks. Let's go get rid of the 31 GFT and potentially the Panther. We'll get rid of him too. That 431 FGGT 123 XYZ is making a runner, and he's not going to get far. Run, buddy! Oh boy. Keep going, you can do it. He's not going to get you. Takes 2 shots, and there's no 3rd shot, so he just holds it, and he's reloading as he moves. So nicely done there. That may have been more an effect of not having the shot than any kind of pre-planning, but we'll come in here on the Panther, and we'll shoot him once, and we'll shoot him twice, and finally he goes, oh, that's an autoloader, I need to turn, and no. He may have thought, whatever, I'll take that 1 shot, I'll try to deal with this guy in front of me, but then realize, holy cow, I'm done. And the 131 GFT 123 XYZ is gone. Again, reading the minimap, he's clicking over there. He's headed over for the Super Hellcat who is isolated. There was a question earlier about this Super Hellcat, why he's sitting there. Nobody knows. I don't know if you noticed, also on the chat, the GW Tiger P said, why does this KV-85 keep shooting me? His friendly own KV-85, and one of the green guys say, he's just born that way. I don't know why I loved that comment, but it worked. All right, so we have 3 shots. We come in here. Where is he? There he is. So he's got, what, 800 hit points. Shoot him. He takes a shot. Interesting. Took another shot. I don't know. I think maybe I would have taken that. Nope, 352. All right, so I see what you did there. You do take a hit from the... Was that a bounce? Oh, 134 from the AT8. So basically what we had happen there is he came in, he took 2 shots. Why did he not... Did he just get a super low roll on that? What was that? A 233... 246. Yeah, it was going to be hard to take him down with 3 shots. So he put 2 into him, saved the last one, and reloaded faster for 2 shots. And just comes around here. There's one. Guy misses. That was nice. And there's the other. I just kind of liked that sequence. I hope it was planned. We're going to act like it was totally planned. That Wanderjar had that in his mind the whole time. He's got 6 kills, Top Gun. Progetto 46, 3,762 damage, and now we're trying to figure out how we can take out the AT8. Again, reading the minimap, he's back here. We just got hit from that direction. Unknown if the guard is still in that general area, but he does have the high ground if he's gone back up. Looks like last time he was seen, he was down in the low ground. That is a long way to drive across the open against an AT8. So it looks like discretion is going to be the better part of valor for the moment. So the guard did go up high, but he went up high on the central hill there. Now he's backing out, trying to avoid getting artied, I would imagine. Saw Ferdinand coming, didn't like it. So back to the autoloader and management of that. Again, the flexibility of the Progetto, he was able to put 2 shots in an autoloader fashion, right, for the clip burst kind of thing. And he saved the one knowing he was going to reload faster for the second shot, and he was able to put 2 more into that guy. And that is something, say, like a Lorraine can't do as far as reloading. I mean, Lorraine's got a few more shots. It can go boom, 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 boom. Is it 4 or 5? I don't remember. Just an example. But once it gets to its last shot, it's got a very long reload. There's just a whole bunch more flexibility with this tank. I don't know if I would have crossed back in front of him. I think he had a little bit better option to stay on the left side and make him follow, as opposed to cross right in front, but it didn't really matter. He ended up killing the guy off. How about friendly artillery shooting us? Isn't that fantastic? Isn't that great that now that team damage is gone, friendly artillery can still stun us? I just love that part about the whole thing. It's fantastic. Oh, slash sarcasm. Wonder Jar, 7 kills. 4,086 damage, 126 assists. He's not going to quite get to the guard. The guard ends up surviving. Thank goodness our Super Hellcat did not risk his own life by doing anything. Did he ever move? I don't know. Maybe he was actually AFK. Unknown. Unknown. Thanks for sending that in, man. I appreciate that. I don't go to the middle. I wanted to show that because it is an example of using it. It was a very permissive environment for him in the middle. If you get pushed at all, that place seems to be kind of a death spot. You really can't get away. There's nowhere to go, but in this case, it ended up working well. But I also liked how you worked around. My biggest quibble is not going and making sure that Scorpion died. Thank goodness he didn't get out there and get a shot on the back of you before you could turn around and snap him like that. That was nicely done, by the way. Well done on that. That was my biggest quibble. Good job kind of sorting out the KB3 and the 45 TP and then flowing on to the next guys by reading the map from there. And I really liked the management of the clip. I wanted to show that specifically, that part of it, because that is something that can be difficult for people trying to figure out how to run these Italian autoloaders. And I thought it was a couple good examples of doing that. That is all I've got, guys. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for coming by, giving the subscriptions, the views, the follows, the yada yada, whether it's Twitch or here. If you're looking for other ways to do so, check it out down in the description. Lots of ways to do that, and we will see you.